Hey everyone, I'm MegaGWolf and welcome to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Just the other day I was invited down to Bandai Namco's offices to have a go at the demo build of Xenoverse 2. I believe this is the same demo build they brought around to various conventions they've been to lately. But not only that, I was able to record some footage and I wanted to speak about the event and what I thought of the demo. So if you are looking for specifically only gameplay, I will be talking throughout this video. And now, as always, keep in mind that this is a early build, so some things might not be final and things will change and such, you know the deal by this point. But as you saw at the beginning, there was like 11 characters I could choose, which is a very odd number, but okay. And a few stages, I think 6. And I did record, or at least play, most of the pairings. I think I may have skipped Dodoria, because let's face it, who cares about Dodoria? Okay, no, that's not fair. Some people may legit care about that character. Either way, I think my first impressions of the game, right off the bat, was that if you have played Xenoverse 1, you are going to be familiar with the combat style of Xenoverse 2. It definitely felt like a case of, if it weren't broke, don't fix it. And I didn't really ever hear a lot of people complain about the controls of Xenoverse. So it was nice to know that I could go in, pick up the controller, and destroy everyone. Of course, ignoring the fact that I'd forgotten really how to play, other than some of the basic stuff. I wasn't sure how to fly fast, go up and down when flying and such. But one thing I did notice is it definitely felt more free-flowy. It felt easier to link moves together. Like being able to combo from punches to kicks to a throw to a big hit to a beam felt like it was a bit easier to do. Now, I am only going by what I remember of Xenoverse, the original, since I haven't played it in a very long time. And even then, it wasn't exactly bad in Xenoverse. Maybe they've just, like, shortened, like, the window that you can link moves together. Like, when a punch ends, they've made the frames a bit more, like, shorter. So, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm kind of talking out my arse, but at least it feels like they've tweaked something. For all I know, it's exactly the same, and I'm just like, oh yeah, no, definitely something's different here. Yes, definitely. Combos of hits seem to be a little bit longer now, so when you start mashing those attack buttons, you're going to be doing long string combos of like almost 20 hits instead of, I don't know, 6 or 7 I remember maybe last time. I just remember thinking when I was playing the demo here that, wow, these combo chains are going on for a very long time. But it felt good. Everything felt good. And then I went Super Saiyan, and I noticed immediately there was already a difference. Your ki doesn't drain in Super Saiyan mode. So I'm wondering what the benefits are now, because they don't make it clear just from the battle screen. Like, you get the little icon that says you are Super Saiyan, buffs, yay. But I don't know if they have written anything up on the changes of Super Saiyan from the original to the second game. I just know that now you can charge and use ki normally, but still have Super Saiyan activated. So I'm wondering if it just counts as a overall small buff, similar to how it was in, I would say, Budokai 3 is probably the one I'm thinking of, which honestly is pretty cool if that's the way it does work. Because something else I noticed that you can do, which is similar to Budokai 3, is you can change to different forms of Super Saiyan depending on how much ki you have stored up. So one of the things I tested out was with the Time Patroller character, which can go all the way up to Super Saiyan 3, I charged up my ki enough to become Super Saiyan, charged it up a bit more to see if Super Saiyan 2 was there on the list, and it was, and I could change from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3. So there's clearly a benefit maybe to doing that, though I'm not 100% sure on what yet, or if there's any downsides. I do like that you can pick which one you take, though, because me, being a 1000% nerd, has his moments where he likes to be all like, yeah, my character's amazing, and I'm only needing to go Super Saiyan 1 to defeat you, and that's all I'll do, and I won't go any further unless I start to lose, and I'm like, I need more power! Look, I'm like supreme nerd, and I've never tried to hide it. Shut up. Of course, graphically, it looks kind of the same as Xenoverse. because it uses a very specific art style, one that tries to replicate the way the cartoons looked and the overall art looked, while being flashy when appropriate, usually with the moves and the particle effects. So ultimately, apart from some nice texture, fidelity, and the water and special effects, the overall style of the game looks pretty similar to the original. Of course, you know, that being said, what with it using the newer systems now, it could just be optimization and other things and tweaks they can have. But then again, I do know individuals that were kind of not really a big fan of the way the original Xenoverse looked in terms of like its shading and just generally the overall art style. So I'm not really going to have anything to comment on until I've actually seen like cutscenes and the proper game and such. Now, one thing I noticed, and I think it might be due to the recording method, it seems a bit like the footage came out a bit dim. I don't know if that's the recording or if it was something I noticed or thought about when I was playing it as well. I feel like it was, and I hope that's not the case. So, I don't know, because I've seen footage of other people playing like a different build it looked like, and it wasn't like this. So, I'm wondering if it was either something that messed up in the recording, or just something that they have for the demo version. I don't know. Thought I'd mention it, since someone else might. And really, that's it. I mean, apart from seeing more battles, you have seen what I have seen available at this demo event. I might be able to get more information in the coming weeks, perhaps. But I would like to talk a bit about what I kind of hope from Xenoverse 2. And also maybe what I wouldn't mind seeing, just on a personal level. I hope they give more options in the versus battles. Like, I just did not understand why we couldn't have extended time limits, like longer than 3 minutes, more health bars for matches to go on longer. I mean, technically you could do that with leveling up your dude and giving him a lot of health, but I wanted it so you could, like, add an extra bar on, just like what you could do with old versus modes of other DBZ games. And that's what I'd also like to see, speaking of other games, I'd like to see, like, more 5v5s, like in Tenkaichi 3, or, like, team battles or elimination battles where you pick a team of, like, I don't know, 3 or something, and then you fight through them, which would be really cool to see. And then again, they might have these modes. I remember they announced a 6v1 mode, which I'm really looking forward to, like, seeing what that's like. And I'd really like to see Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Rose in the game. And you might say, well, the reason why I haven't put that in the game is because it'd be broken. And I'm like, well, why not just have it as, like, you know, if they're gonna have, it depends how they've done the Super Saiyan mode. So if they're gonna have Super Saiyan be a standard buff, right, just a general buff, you could make it so that the other versions, like God and Super Saiyan Blue, are the same buff, just a cosmetic change. And then you could just be like, go one step further and just be like, yeah, sod it, just make your Super Saiyan any color, like Super Saiyan Purple, Super Saiyan Green, Super Saiyan White, whatever. You could just do all these like, you could make an OC fanboy's day with that, right? You could be like, my half Saiyan's actually a dark Super Saiyan. It turns a dark red when he's got a black aura, and it's amazing. And I'd love to see that, because I'd like to do that too, just because why not? Be different. And then again, you could make, like, Golden Frieza's one, like, a different color, like Silver Frieza or something like that. You know, the possibilities are pretty out there. The downside about that is that you would limit the customization of the other classes. Like, what would you do for a Margin? What would you do for a Namekian or a human, right? Like, what would you do? And again, like, different aura colors would be nice. Like, being able to just change the general aura color. Or maybe have these, like, you know what I'd like to see as well? Maybe a move maker. Like, being able to customize a move and its color and the way it shoots and the thickness of the beam and just stuff like that. And again, for all I know, could be here. This is just me making my dream Dragon Ball Z game in my head, I guess, and I'm a big nerd about it, but I love customization options. It's actually one of the reasons I love Xenoverse so much, is being able to make your own character is fascinating. I love being able to do that, because you can customize him to look how you want, to a point, obviously. I hope they've made it so you can preview what you're wearing this time around. I just like being able to make up my own, like, characters and stuff. Again, gigantic nerd. But either way, I would love to hear what you are expecting or would like to see out of Xenoverse 2. Tell me what you also thought about the demo footage, as you can see here. I'd love to know if you're going to pick up the game or not, and for what platform perhaps. And have you been to an event where you've had a chance to play Xenoverse 2? And if so, what did you think? I'm actually going to leave you with a battle without commentary, just because that's what I do. But thank you for watching this video on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and I will see you next time. Take care. Okay, thanks, bye. Also, one thing I'll note is that Goku uses Super Saiyan 2 in this, and he has the hair of Super Saiyan 3. That's why you know there's some bugs in this build.
ベジータ、その姿